Today we'll be talking about mental health and suicide. I wanted to start off with a tragic story that got me interested in the topic. It is of Philip Adams. He was a 32-year-old ex-NFL player who shot five of his neighbors and then himself. There's still a question around why Phillips committed this crime. The officials reported that CTE, concussions, and drugs in Adams' systems did not cause him commit this crime. We still don't know why Adams did this because there's a stigmatization around mental health, and we don't know what he was dealing with at the time. Stigma is defined as when someone views you in a negative way because of your characteristics that's thought to be or actually is a disadvantage. In regards to mental health, this leads to reluctance to seek help or treatment, lack of understanding by family and friends, fewer opportunities for work, school, and social events. Bullying, physical violence, and harassment are common. Health insurance sometimes doesn't cover your mental illness treatment. And the constant belief that you'll never succeed at challenges and that you can't improve your situation. Suicide is also a leading cause of death. From 2000 to 2008, it increased 30%. And for the age groups 10 to 34, it is the second leading cause of death. Despite 46,000 people dying by suicide in 2020, there are many survivors. 12.2 million seriously thought about it this year. In the year 2020, 3.2 million made a plan and 1.2 attempted. There can be various effects on family and friends, such as extreme guilt, anger, or resentment at the person for taking their own life, confusion for why they did this, feelings of failure, knowing a loved one might not have felt loved in that same way. A quote that explains some of the feelings and grief that a teen went through during the pandemic, having lost a brother to suicide. He says, quote, "Now during quarantine, it's like all I have is time to reflect on that day my brother took his life. But I know I'm not alone. I know others have been affected too. And I personally just want to say my condolences and prayers to any of those who have lost family members during this pandemic. I hope you all stay strong, as I will too. Thank you." So something that's understood by this teen and the need to be understood by everybody is that this is an avoidable death. Just talking about the topic brings strength to it. Some effective methods that have been found through my research are the use of pharmacological and psychological treatments for mood disorders that are likely to cause mental health issues and suicide, and then as well as bringing awareness and educating people about the topic so that we can remove the stigma around it and end it once and for all. So the question I wanted to answer was, how has the pandemic affected young people's mental health and suicidal ideation? In a graph that shows both of these variables, on the left, suicidal ideation started to decline in 2019 and then spiked in 2020. And for the depressive symptoms, again, we saw a major increase in 2020. So my major findings are that according to a 2021 study of German university students, During the pandemic, suicidal ideation was 2 times higher than in previous years. According to my research, young people's emotional well-being especially, and suicidal ideation worsened during the pandemic.